know firsthand what it feels like to enter the online space, feel overwhelmed with all the information and latest social media tips and tricks out there, and just really not know where to start when it comes to building your own social media strategy, which is exactly why in today's video, I'm actually going to walk you through step by step how you can go ahead and create a strong and effective social media strategy for yourself and even for your own clients. But before we dive in, I actually have a very exciting announcement to make for those early stage VAs, social media managers, and designers out there, which is I am launching my group program called the Tropical Social Accelerator in September, and I am so excited as this has literally been months in the making. But TSA is a 3-month group coaching program specifically designed to help you stand out in your space, have that marketing strategy in place that actually converts, and really help you live the laptop lifestyle. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, I am actually opening up the waitlist first to those who actually watch my YouTube videos, aka you guys. So if you do join the waitlist, you'll actually get all the group program details before anybody else does. You'll have first access to go ahead and sign up, and you'll also get a sweet bonus as well. But this is really the only time I'm actually launching this program this year, so definitely be sure to get on the waitlist if you are interested. But now let's go ahead and dive back into the video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for VAs, social media managers, and designers who are really looking to build that standout brand online and live the laptop lifestyle. Now, first off, what even is a social media strategy? Because I know that these words are kind of thrown around a lot in this space, and it does seem really daunting at first to go ahead and really create one for yourself. But essentially, what a social media strategy is really just a blueprint of what your business goals are and how you're actually going to achieve them via social media. So instead of just winging it in your business and hoping that your social media marketing tactics stick, by actually having this clear and detailed plan in place, you can actually work backwards, hit those goals, grow consistently, and build your brand. So when it comes to actually developing a social media strategy, the very first thing that you want to go ahead and do is actually set business goals as well as objectives. So essentially, you want to actually know where you're actually heading so that you can actually work backwards from those goals and start to outline your own strategy. Because if you don't actually have an idea of where you want to head in business, it's essentially like getting in a car but having absolutely no clue where your destination is, aka you're probably going to be driving in circles and you're either never going to get to your desired destination or it's going to take you a heck of a lot longer to actually get there. So when it comes to choosing your own goals, you do really want to ask yourself, okay, what do I actually hope to achieve with my own social media strategy, and is this actually going to help me get to my desired vision for my own business? So often entrepreneurs in this space just kind of set these big vanity metric goals like, I want to hit 100K followers on Instagram or 100K subscribers on YouTube, but you really want to ask yourself why. Why do you actually want 100K followers? What will 100K followers actually do for your own business? Because more often than not, 100K followers are probably not actually moving the needle in your own business. It's really just a vanity metric to kind of just check off, and it really reflects little on your actual business profit or scalability. So while those vanity metrics might look appealing on social media, you do actually have to remember that you are running a business and not some high school popularity contest. So when it comes to your own social media goals, you really should use the SMART method, and this is essentially social media marketing 101, but it really means that your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So for example, if you are a social media manager, your business goal might just be to acquire more clients, but saying that you want to acquire more clients is pretty dang vague. So instead, you really should make your goals very specific by saying, hey, I want to go ahead and acquire 5 new clients this quarter, and in order to really acquire those 5 clients, I'm going to need to go ahead and hop on at least 7 sales calls a month and pitch my services to at least 10 people. Now, how I'm actually going to go ahead and find and acquire those prospects is by building relationships in the DMs, finding my ideal clients through hashtags, and consistently posting Instagram content weekly that really speaks directly to my audience and their specific needs. And this is really relevant because I can go ahead and grow my business and my income by actually acquiring these clients, and that way I'll actually be on track to leave my 9-to-5 by May 22, let's say, and I'll actually be tracking my goal performance every single quarter. So that's obviously just an example, but you really do want to be thinking, okay, is my goal this month to increase my brand awareness and visibility? Because chances are when you're just starting your business, this is probably going to be your main focus. Is it to go ahead and educate my audience, promote my services, increase brand retention and loyalty, etc.? And you can definitely focus on more than one each month or each quarter, but definitely make sure that you actually have that key goal in mind that you can actually work your way towards each and every day. The next step is to really go ahead and understand your brand, because you ultimately want to leverage social media to build a brand and not just a business. So by actually creating this strong social media strategy, you're really going to be exposing your brand to customers and prospects. So you do want to make sure that you yourself are actually crystal clear on your own brand. So a few questions to kind of get you thinking about what your brand actually stands for and what you actually want to be known for is, why did I actually start my business? What's my mission and my vision behind it? What impact do I actually want to make? What are my values? How do I actually want people to feel when they interact or come across my brand? And lastly, who am I actually speaking to? Which leads me to my next tip, which is to actually go ahead and clarify your own ideal audience. So one of the main reasons that you're actually building a social media strategy is to actually reach, connect, and relate to your ideal audience. So in order to do that, you actually need to know who exactly your audience is. So really start by narrowing down your own ideal client persona, which I actually dive into way more detail on this video right here. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. But essentially, you want to go ahead and map out their demographics, so their age, gender, locations, things like that, as well as their psychographics. So what are their goals, challenges, values, personality, what is their lifestyle like, etc. And if you aren't clear on your ideal client persona, definitely go ahead and do some market research so that you are really getting that deep understanding of who your ideal customer is, so that you can actually better cater your marketing efforts towards them. And the next step is to really go ahead and do competitor research, because the truth is there are millions of other service providers out there doing and offering very similar things to you. So you want to ask yourself, okay, what actually is going to differentiate me from all the rest, and why is somebody actually going to resonate with my business, my brand, and buy from me specifically? So go ahead and actually do some competitor market research, find other accounts that are actually similar to your own, and really see how they have gone ahead and developed their own respective brands, what platforms they're actually on, what sort of content pieces are really resonating with their own audience, how they're actually engaging with their own followers, and what do you actually like and not like about their own brands, and ultimately, how can you go ahead and differentiate yourself? Now, the next step is to really go ahead and pick your main platform. I know when you're just starting your business, it is really tempting to want to be on every dang platform at once so as to get visible, but the truth is, if you do try to do that, you're really going to go ahead and burn yourself out, especially as a one-woman team, which a lot of you guys are. So instead, I really recommend picking 1 to 2 platforms to focus on first, so that you really become known on those platforms. You actually build your brand as well as your audience, and then from there you can go ahead and expand. But something to really ask yourself is, what am I actually good at? Where does my audience actually like to hang out at? And how do they best like to consume content? And then from there, you can really start to narrow down your main platforms and content pieces that you're actually going to be creating. And the very last step is to go ahead and create your content calendar. So now that you've gone through all of these steps and you now understand your brand, what your goals are, who your ideal audience is, you've done that competitor research, and you've actually picked the platforms that you're actually going to be on, it is now time to create your content calendar. And the very first thing that you want to go ahead and do is actually pick your posting schedule for each platform. So how many times a week can you actually commit to posting consistently? And really the key here is to find a schedule that actually works for you, because what works for Sally, the social media manager, might not actually work for you in your own business. Next, you really want to go ahead and map out your big picture goals on your own content calendar and actually work backwards. So really start to think, okay, what are my goals each quarter? What am I launching? What are my brand objectives? And what important events are actually coming up? So go ahead and actually map those out on your own content calendar so that you can actually work backwards with your own content pieces. So really start to weave in that educational, promotional, inspirational, connection, and viral content so as to actually lead your audience to whatever goal you actually have and are ultimately moving the needle forward in your own business. Now, a big tip here that I personally do is I just keep a brain dump and a running list of all ideas that I have, whether it's from coming across podcast titles or questions that I get asked in my DMs, Facebook groups, etc., so that I just always have these ideas to actually look back at and really see if I can use them within my own content pieces to really move my message forward. So that's how I recommend recommend you get started with creating your own social media strategy. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below, or shoot me a DM on Instagram at Shannon Segall, because I would love to connect with you. But again, if you are in the early stages of your VA's social media management or design business, my 3-month group coaching program is launching mid-September, and it's called the Tropical Social Accelerator. I am so excited. So if you want to go ahead and secure your spot, go ahead and actually get on the waitlist below, as you'll actually be the first to enroll and also be able to grab those bonuses. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make today count, and I'll see you in the next video.